Hey ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. As always, it is Nick here, back with your daily crypto news and analysis, and today we're going to be talking about Ripple XRP and why I believe that we are ranging into a golden opportunity in this market. We are about to be in line for a massive breakout on all altcoins and also even on Bitcoin itself. So with that being said, let's just jump into this and let's analyze the overall market. And also we're going to be talking about some Ripple XRP news as well after I analyze the chart. So with that being said, let's jump in and let's do this quick overall deep dive of the market. So right now, if I refresh this, we do see that the market is up about 0.7%. Nothing too crazy, to be honest with you guys. Market cap is still sitting above $2 trillion, which is great to see. We do see Bitcoin is at about almost 49K. Ethereum is almost at $3,300 again, which is good to see. XRP is down a little bit, 0.44%, still up 2.85% on the 7-day span. So things are still looking good. Nothing too concerning overall. I've actually been talking about money flowing out of Bitcoin very soon into Ethereum and stuff like that. That will happen later on this year. I think that September is going to be a massive month. I've talked about it multiple times on this channel. I do think that as we range into the fall, I think that XRP is going to have a similar bull run of 2017-2018. And if you guys were here during that time, you would understand how massive that actually is. So let's actually analyze this. So I actually have this green rectangle on the chart. And if we actually look here, we are well above that green rectangle, actually. This is the rectangle that I've drawn out multiple times, actually. It's the one that's been on the chart for a very long time. And as you guys see, we are significantly above that triangle. Now, you guys might be, rectangle. Wow. I don't know why I said triangle. But anyways, you guys could understand why this rectangle is very significant when we look at this, right? And that is because when we come over here, let's zoom out a little bit, and we look where we are currently, or I should say where we were in 2017 and 2018, is this massive bull flag printing that we did. We did 2 bull flags before that major breakout to the all-time high. Now this took a span of about roughly a month. If we actually go to the lowest pinpoint, which was I think about 22 cents roughly, so it's like about here, to the all-time high, it was only about a month. All right, let me move this out of the way. So it was roughly a month. It was about 30 days exact, technically 29 because the all-time high was made on this date. So it was 29 days from that 22 cent to that 30-day zone of $3.55. Now, I just want to say right now, okay, we are not doing this right now. This is not the move that we are actually in currently. But I just want to say, for reference, this 29-day span led to about roughly a 1,375% of an increase in price. Now, what's significant is that we are already above that breakout point. Just to keep you guys, involved and up to date, look at where we hit. We hit resistance at the top of this rectangle, broke down below it, and once we broke above it, that's where the true fireworks actually laid out. And we do see $1.31 is key resistance even back here. Once we broke above it, we got higher. We hit about $1.55 before breaking down and eventually breaking out of that line. And again, $1.98 has been resistance for XRP in the past as well. So when we actually look at these key significant levels, they are very significant for XRP to actually break above and hold above. But what I'm talking about is the fact that if we were there before a major breakout point, and now we are, much higher significantly. So we hit $1.98 already this bull run. We never hit that in 2017 and 2018. Let's actually get over here. It's taking a little bit of time, but so let's zoom in. Let's actually analyze this and let's look into things. So currently, I have $1.31 marked on the chart. I told you guys once we break above that and hold above that, that's a key level to hold. Right now, we are still ranging on that $1.15 overall support zone. Looks a little bit bearish, but we actually bounced off of, I believe this is $1.10. Yep, $1.10 perfectly. So $1.10 is pretty much a key support level for XRP as well. I've told you guys that multiple times. Basically, during this entire drop on XRP or Bitcoin, I should say, pretty much both of them, XRP has never broken down below key significant levels. It's been holding technicals fairly strong. So when we talk about a major breaking point, right, we were well above, which this is a little bit of a bull flag back here, but we were well above that rectangle from all the way back in 2017 and 2018, right? Now, I just want to say we are printing a bull flag, and it's going sideways actually right now. So we are in sideways consolidation. Now, I don't think that this is going to last long, but I just want to say if we consolidate it a little bit more overall here, maybe, who knows, until like the end of the month. We might even go a little bit longer, but I don't think it's going to take too much longer. All right, so we'll probably consolidate in this chop zone about $1.05 to $1.31. We will eventually break out. Now, where do we break out from? So even if we just break down or break out from the bottom of this, breakdown on XRP, safer so we get down to these levels, which I don't know. It's going to be hard to break that $1.10. But if we actually repeat the same process and actually break above this $2 zone and hold above it, and safer so we target, I don't know, $2.50, right? Because I know that that was a key level for us to pretty much target. Now, this is the middle of September. We actually didn't get our major breakout until December. So realistically speaking, okay, we'll probably have a pullback once we hit something like this. We'll come back down, retest maybe $2, have a nice little 20% pullback before ranging again, okay? And this will bring us to the all-time high being broken, okay, and going into price discovery. And of course, this will range. We might hit about $5, maybe get a little bit of a sell-off. Okay, we'll retest again, probably about 20%, or even we'll retest down to the all-time high, which would be about almost 30% of a drop in price. Now again, this is where we have our major breakout. This is where we go all-time highs plus. Now again, we don't need to do a massive run here, but if we actually hit, all right, that 1,300% of an increase in price. Now, don't mind the February 11th date down there. We're gonna address that, but just safer so we go to $12, right? That's only 236%. Now, of course, we already have these percentages down here as well. We have like 135, 150, so 280 plus whatever this is. We'll just say, okay, 280. We could do another 1,000% of an increase in price from here. So let's just go to 20. Okay, we have to go more, so we'll just go 25. Okay, so $25, which I've told you guys, $15 to $25 is my pinpoint. I do think that we do something similar to this run. I think that we could have a massive run on XRP, and I don't think that this will last too long. It will probably be about the same pinpoint of the 2017-2018 bull run. It will probably repeat the same 4-year cycle. So we'd roughly get to the beginning of January. I think that will be a nice pinnacle for us. And I think we will print something similar to this, where we get that upward momentum, pullbacks. Pullbacks happen all the time. And this will bring us into December. As much as I want to say, hey, we're going to break out tomorrow, and tomorrow's the day, or next, I don't know, whatever the case may be, next week, next month, the idea is we start building. Okay, crypto is a slow growth into that all-time high. I don't think a lot of people realize this. But when we also look at XRP, it's always had slow growth from the past as well. Even in 2017 and 2018, it consolidated for a very long time. Now, I don't think that, anything like this is, guaranteed or anything. I'm just saying this would make sense. We'd have that major breakout point finally into the middle of September. I think September is going to be a huge month for crypto. As you guys already know, I think that this fall into December is where all of our all-time highs will be targeted. I think that December is the month. All right, guys, I'm just going to tell you right now, fall into December is going to be a massive journey for anybody who is in crypto, and I am very excited for it. Now, when we talk about XRP, like I said, $15 to $25 is very achievable. Now, also, there's a lot of things in regards to even Bitcoin going to its all-time highs. A lot of people think that Bitcoin is showing bearish signs. It's at 49K right now. It has to get above 49.3K. I've said it multiple times. Yeah, sure, we can print some bearishness. We could come back down to test 46K. We could test the 200-day MA exactly at 46K, like I said. That will be totally fine. And yeah, sure, we could come back down to 39K, retest the 50-day. But I don't think that we range too much longer. For example, on the 1 hour span, okay? The 1 hour span is showing very bullish signs. For an example, look at every single time that we've had a death cross. It marked us topping out a little bit before having that major dropping point. But also, we do see that when the 200-day and the 100-day MA crosses, that's where we get a major increase in price. And even if we look up here right now, okay, the 200 and the 100-day MA are fairly far away. Now, I'm just saying, when we talk about the death cross of, like I said, even here, the 200-day and the 100-day MA, sometimes it could lead to some bearishness, as we do see that we topped out a little bit on that. Now, once they start to range to each other, that's where we will top, in my opinion, and we are still fairly far away, and they're actually trending away from each other in that upward momentum, which means I think that we still have upward momentum left in the tank for Bitcoin. Now, of course, this isn't, hey, yeah, sure, the lines are aligning, so that means that we go higher. I'm just saying that is one of the key factors to take into aspect. For example, it's the same idea that every single time that we broke down below the 200-day MA on the 1 hour, we always re-grasped it every single time and bounced off of it a little bit here and there before finally breaking down below it and then re-achieving it. Now, this is on the 1 hour span, so I don't really like looking at the 1 hours. As you guys already know, it's more so better to look at the 4 hours, the 1 day, and so forth. And even if we do look at the 4 hour, we have been riding the 100-day MA ever since we broke above it on July 24th. As you guys do see, we bounced off of it here. We bounced off of it even here. And look at this. We bounced off of it yet again. So every single time that we've bounced off of this on Bitcoin, and I do think that this is significant to look at, especially in regards to XRP ranging for a major breakout. So just to give you guys an insight on this major dip to the high before we dipped again onto basically, I guess we could just go from here because this will make sense because this is the next time that we actually pulled back down to the 100-day MA. This would be roughly about a 28.85% of an increase in price. Now again, this doesn't need to be the exact same percentage that we do ride up, but I also like to account for the fact that we did another nearly 15% of an increase in price. So meeting in the middle, maybe we go to roughly about an 8% or so from here. But I do think that we go much higher actually, because I think even when we talk about a 10 to even 12%, I think that that will put us back in line for the 60K plus zone to be targeted, especially once we regain 53K overall in support. I think right now, Bitcoin, in my opinion, is showing extreme strength. I do know a lot of people are still saying it's very bearish and so forth, but when we look at this on the weekly span, you cannot tell me that this does not look extremely strong. Let's just actually get rid of everything that's on this chart, and let's look at this, right? So every single time, in terms of the weekly, look at this. We hit 49.7, almost 49.8K actually, before retesting 44.1K. Roughly a 4K drop. Again, even here, 48K down to another 42K. Roughly 6K. So every single time that we go up, we drop a little bit less. And again, this is a little bit less, and I do think that we're going to continue momentum like this where we go up and up. Again, there's been extreme strength down at the 28K, 29K zone, which tells me, listen, there's a ground floor there. That is where we bottomed out. I don't think that we go lower. And even when we talk about Bitcoin pulling back and having a little bit of a correction, again, I don't think that we go much lower than 42K, for an example. I don't even know if 44K will actually be broken, as we do see that is a nice support zone. For an example, if we broke 44K, I would be concerned on Bitcoin. Now, overall, from where we go from here, if we did have a correction, I think 46K is the lowest pinpoint, and I do have that marked on the chart here. So let's actually remove some of these overall lines here. So If we actually look here, we actually bounced off of some strong support nonetheless. We actually hit a support zone on that last pullback. But 46K, okay, which is actually here, this is 46.5K. We did not target it exact, but we had that nice pullback. So do we go higher from here? Obviously, it is in question on if Bitcoin is weak or strong. In my opinion, I think it's very strong, and I don't think that we have much more of a correction here. I think we target 52K before having another pullback. That's where we pretty much see 48K being targeted, and then we come back up and go higher. I think that this is going to take a little bit of time. This will consolidate for some time. I think that this will range us to go higher and higher and higher as the time goes out, and will most likely top at the end of November. So wherever that may be, safer so if we do get to 100K on Bitcoin, this will be a slow growth up. It will be something where we continue to go up, pull back, pull back, pull back, pull back, pull back, and eventually get to that point. It's the same way how we got to 65K, right? There was major pushes up, major corrections down. It happens all the time. It's normal. Healthy corrections happen all the time. So in that sense, I do think that XRP is ranging to have that massive same 2017, 2018 bull run. There's a lot of good overall insights in terms of how we get there as well. But I think that this entire price action on this green rectangle, all the way from where we actually officially broke out on XRP to this pinpoint, is all a golden opportunity key insight on the market. So with that being said, I think that most altcoins, especially even Bitcoin and XRP, by the fall into pretty much December is where we will have a massive bull run for these assets. So with that being said, I hope that you all enjoyed this video. If you guys did, definitely leave a like, subscribe, turn notifications on. If you guys do want more free content, you guys are more than welcome to follow me on Twitter and join the free Discord down in the description below. I hope that you all have a beautiful day or a beautiful night wherever you guys are in this beautiful world. This has been Nick. Peace out, guys.